Hello, my friend. If you're watching this, there's a good chance you're dealing with something that doesn't always show on the outside. Persistent pain, stiffness in your joints, or maybe that deep down fatigue that seems to follow you everywhere. Maybe your knees don't bend the way they used to, or your back feels tight from the moment you get out of bed. Maybe it's been years since you've had a full night of rest without being woken by discomfort, coughing, or aches that won't go away. And maybe, just maybe, you've started to wonder, is this just part of getting older? You're not alone. So many of us reach a point where the cabinet fills with pills, ointments, and promises. But despite all the options, the relief is often short-lived or comes with a price, side effects, drowsiness, or feeling like we're handing over control of our health to a bottle. But what if I told you that comfort might be closer than you think? That two simple ingredients sitting in your kitchen right now, castor oil and garlic, could offer a kind of healing that goes deeper than any quick fix. That's what happened to natural health educator Barbara O'Neill. After just 7 days of using this simple blend, not only did she find relief from long-standing pain, but she rediscovered something far more powerful: hope. This isn't some miracle cure, it's not overnight magic, but it is gentle, real, and rooted in the kind of natural wisdom our grandparents trusted. If you've been looking for a way to ease the burden on your body, to feel more like yourself again, or to wake up just a little more comfortable each morning, this video is for you. Let me show you what happens when castor oil meets garlic, and why it could change everything. Let's take a closer look at why castor oil and garlic, two ordinary ingredients, create such an extraordinary healing effect when used together. This isn't about ancient folklore or wishful thinking. There's real science behind the power of this combination, and it's especially relevant for those of us who are aging and seeking gentle, effective ways to care for our bodies. Let's start with castor oil. This thick, golden oil has been used for centuries, but what makes it truly unique is its ability to penetrate deeply into the skin and underlying tissues. Unlike many topical oils that simply sit on the surface, castor oil is absorbed through the skin and travels into the lymphatic system, our body's natural detox highway. Once there, it goes to work, breaking down inflammation, softening scar tissue, and promoting circulation in areas that may have grown stiff or swollen over time. One of the key compounds in castor oil is rocinoleic acid, known for its anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties. When applied to painful joints, tight muscles, or irritated skin, it provides more than surface relief. It helps restore balance at a deeper level. For seniors dealing with arthritis, back stiffness, or old injuries, this kind of penetration can make a significant difference. It's like giving your body permission to release tension it's been holding on to for years. Now let's talk about garlic, a true powerhouse of natural medicine. Garlic contains allicin, a sulfur-based compound that has been extensively studied for its antibacterial, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory properties. In fact, some research shows garlic can be up to 6 times more effective than leading pharmaceutical antibiotics, and without the harmful side effects. It's no wonder that garlic has been used for centuries to fight infections, clear congestion, and stimulate circulation. When applied to the skin or taken internally, garlic doesn't just sit passively. It actively seeks out inflammation and infection, helping to reduce swelling, eliminate toxins, and support immune function. In the body, it works like a smart system, finding the problem and going straight to work. Now here's where it gets exciting. When castor oil and garlic are combined, the castor oil acts as a carrier, pulling the beneficial compounds of garlic deep into the tissues. It's a synergy. Castor oil softens the area, opens the tissue, and lets the garlic's healing compounds move in and do their job. It's like giving garlic a key to the locked door of pain. Barbara O'Neill describes this combination as something that brings not just relief, but renewal. She used it on her own wrist, an area plagued by chronic pain, and noticed improvement within just a few days. The swelling went down, mobility improved, and perhaps most importantly, the ache that had been stealing her peace started to fade. This remedy works gently, There's no shock to the system, no harsh chemicals, just two natural elements working in harmony with your body rather than against it. And because it's applied externally, it bypasses the stomach and liver, making it safer for those who are sensitive to medications or prone to digestive issues. In short, castor oil opens the door, garlic brings the healing, and your body does the rest. The science supports what many natural healers have known for generations. When used correctly and consistently, these ingredients help bring the body back to a state of comfort and balance. And the best part? You don't need a prescription. You don't need an expensive supplement. Just a little cloth, a teaspoon of oil, half a clove of garlic, and a willingness to try something truly healing. Let's now walk through exactly how to prepare and apply this blend and what to expect in the days that follow. 1. How to make and use the castor oil and garlic compress. Creating your own castor oil and garlic compress at home is simple, safe, and surprisingly effective. You don't need fancy tools or special equipment, just a few items you likely already have in your kitchen or bathroom. What matters most is consistency and care. Here's what you'll need. A soft, clean piece of cloth, a thin washcloth, flannel square, or an old cotton t-shirt cut into a 6x 6-inch square works well. Castor oil, just 1 teaspoon per use. Fresh garlic, about half a clove finely grated. Plastic wrap or parchment paper to prevent leaks. A towel or bandage to hold the compress in place. A heating pad or warm water bottle to enhance absorption. To prepare the compress, place your cloth on top of the plastic wrap. Then pour a small teaspoon of castor oil onto the center of the cloth. It will sit thick like a little golden bubble. Finally grate the garlic and gently mix it into the castor oil, just enough to combine without spreading too far. Let it rest for a moment, then place the oil-soaked side of the cloth directly onto the area you want to treat, your knee, wrist, lower back, chest, or even your abdomen. Wrap the area gently with a towel or soft bandage to keep the compress secure. Leave it on for at least 1 hour or even overnight if you're comfortable. Protect bedding with an extra towel or old pajamas. You can reuse the cloth for up to a week. Just add a fresh bit of castor oil and garlic before each use. This method is simple, non-invasive, and offers your body a gentle way to heal 1 hour at a time. 2. What to expect after 7 days of use. When you first apply the castor oil and garlic compress, don't expect fireworks or instant miracles. The magic of this remedy is in its gentle persistence. For many, the first sensation is a subtle warmth, a quiet loosening of tension in the area. It feels almost like your body is sighing in relief, as if it's saying, "Thank you, I've been waiting for this." By the second or third night, many people notice reduced stiffness in the joints, less irritation in the chest, or easier movement in the mornings. Barbara O'Neill shared her personal journey. She applied the compress to a wrist that had been giving her trouble for years. Enough pain to wake her in the night or make everyday tasks like turning a doorknob difficult. After just a few nights, the aching lessened, her wrist felt calmer. She was sleeping better. By day 5, the body often begins to respond more clearly. The inflammation softens. Swelling starts to go down. For those applying it to knees or backs, getting up from a chair or bending to tie shoes might start to feel easier. And by day 7, the difference can feel profound. Barbara described waking up pain-free for the first time in years. No throbbing, no stiffness, just ease. It wasn't a miracle. It was the result of steady, natural support. This remedy doesn't just reduce symptoms. It often rekindles hope. Hope that your body still listens, that healing is still possible, that growing older doesn't have to mean giving up on comfort. 1 week. That's all it takes to begin seeing changes that feel like getting a piece of your life back. 3. 5 health issues this blend helps with. The castor oil and garlic blend isn't just for one kind of discomfort. It's a versatile remedy that supports healing across several common health concerns, especially those that become more frequent with age. Here are 5 issues this natural combination can help relieve. 1. Arthritis. Joint pain is one of the most common complaints among seniors. Whether it's your fingers, knees, or shoulders, arthritis brings inflammation and stiffness that chip away at your independence. Castor oil penetrates deeply to soften and loosen inflamed tissues, while garlic works as a powerful natural anti-inflammatory. Together, they reduce swelling, ease pain, and improve mobility without the side effects of common pain relievers. 2. Bone spurs. These small, painful growths of excess bone often form in the feet, heels, or spine. They cause sharp pain, especially in the morning or after long periods of rest. This blend helps by softening the tissue around the spur, improving circulation, and gradually breaking down built-up inflammation. With consistent use, many find they can walk with greater ease and less morning pain. 3. Chest congestion and bronchitis. Garlic is well known for breaking up mucus and fighting infections. When applied to the chest with castor oil, the warmth and deep penetration help loosen congestion and relieve coughing. This remedy is especially comforting during the winter or allergy season. 4. Sinus issues. For sinus pressure, infections, or headaches, a smaller compress over the forehead or cheeks can provide relief. It helps clear blockages and reduce swelling. Just be sure to avoid the eyes. 5. Digestive discomfort. Constipation, bloating, and sluggish digestion can be improved by applying the blend over the abdomen. It gently stimulates circulation and promotes regularity without harsh laxatives. One remedy, many uses, just nature doing what it does best. 4. Other surprising benefits. Skin, hormones, and organs. Beyond joints and congestion, the castor oil and garlic blend offers surprising benefits for other areas of the body, especially where aging often brings discomfort or imbalance. From the skin to the liver, this remedy gently supports the systems that keep us feeling whole and well. Skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, or chronic dryness can respond beautifully to this blend. Castor oil's deep moisturizing and regenerative properties soothe itching and help repair the skin barrier, while garlic's anti-inflammatory compounds reduce redness and irritation. For delicate areas, use only a small amount of garlic and test on a patch of skin first. Many people find that flaky patches soften and their skin begins to heal from the inside out. For women dealing with fibroids or ovarian cysts, this remedy has shown promise when applied regularly over the lower abdomen. Barbara O'Neill shared the story of a woman who used it nightly for months and saw her fibroids shrink by more than half. Combined with natural hormone support, it helped ease pain, regulate cycles, and restore energy without invasive procedures. Then there are the internal organs, especially the liver, gallbladder, and kidneys. When applied over the upper right abdomen, this blend supports liver detox and bile flow. Some users report fewer gallstone flare-ups, better digestion, and clearer skin. When placed on the lower back near the kidneys, it can help reduce discomfort from kidney stones or support general kidney health through improved circulation and lymphatic drainage. Even hemorrhoids, a quiet but frustrating condition, can be soothed by freezing the blend into a small shape and applying gently. The cold reduces swelling, castor oil calms irritation, and garlic helps reduce infection. One simple blend, multiple systems supported. This is natural healing at its most elegant. 5 safety tips and best practices. While the castor oil and garlic blend is natural and gentle, it's important to use it correctly to avoid irritation and ensure the best possible results. Here are some essential safety tips and best practices, especially for seniors with sensitive skin or existing health conditions. 1. Never apply raw garlic directly to the skin. Garlic is powerful and can cause burns or irritation if used undiluted. Always mix it into castor oil and apply it on a cloth, not directly on the skin. If your skin is very sensitive, let the grated garlic soak in the oil for a few minutes, then strain it out before using the oil. 2. Always use a barrier. Place the castor oil and garlic mix onto a soft cloth first, like cotton or flannel, before placing it on your body. Never pour the mixture directly on your skin, especially if leaving it on for extended periods. 3. Do a patch test. If it's your first time, test the compress on a small area, like your inner forearm, for 15-20 minutes. Watch for any redness, itching, or discomfort. If all is well, it's safe to proceed. 4. Don't ingest the oil. Castor oil can be harsh if taken internally and may cause cramps or dehydration. This remedy is for external use only. 5. Protect your clothing and bedding. Castor oil is thick and can stain fabric. Use old clothes, towels, or a layer of plastic wrap to keep your surroundings clean. 6. Store your compress safely. You can reuse the same cloth for about a week. Keep it in a sealed plastic bag in a cool, dark place and refresh the oil and garlic each time. 7. Use heat wisely. A warm compress helps absorption, but make sure the heat is gentle, never hot enough to burn. Used with care and respect, this remedy can become a comforting part of your daily healing routine. Let's take a moment to step back, not just from the science or the steps, but from the noise we all carry. Because this remedy, it's not just about pain. It's not only about inflammation or stiffness or congestion. It's about something much deeper. It's about reclaiming something that too many people start to lose with age: hope. For so many, living with chronic discomfort becomes a silent daily struggle. You smile through the pain, you carry on through fatigue, you make excuses for why you can't garden like you used to or why you pass on that walk around the block. You tell yourself it's just part of aging. You try not to complain because you don't want to seem ungrateful, but deep down, you miss feeling strong. You miss waking up and not thinking about your body first thing. And yet, here's what I want you to hold on to. Your body still wants to heal. Even now, even in your 60, 70S or 80S, that capacity never leaves us. But healing doesn't always roar in like a storm. Sometimes it shows up quietly with a warm cloth, a teaspoon of oil, and a few shavings of garlic. It shows up in small choices made gently and patiently each night. And then one morning you realize something shifted. You moved without wincing. You breathed deeper. You rested fully. Barbara O'Neill's story isn't rare. It's simply rarely shared. She reminded us that it's not too late. You are not too far gone. You are not broken. You are not done. There's still room to feel better, to feel whole, to feel at home in your own body. And that's the beauty of this blend. It doesn't just soften swelling or calm irritation. It whispers to your nervous system, you are safe. It reminds your cells that they're not alone. It reminds you that you don't need to fight harder, you just need to care more gently. If all you've known lately is frustration with your health or discouragement about aging, I hope this simple remedy opens the door to something else, a belief that small steps still matter, that natural things still work, and that no matter how many birthdays you've celebrated, there is always time to begin again. Because healing isn't just about curing pain, it's about coming back to life, one day, one breath, one quiet act of care at a time. If you've made it this far, then maybe, just maybe, you're ready to try something different. Not another pill, not another quick fix, but a small, natural step you can take in your own home with your own hands using ingredients you already trust. That step is the castor oil and garlic blend. So here's what I encourage you to do. Try it for 7 days, just 1 week. Choose one area of your body that's been calling out for relief. Your knees, your lower back, your wrist, or even your chest. Make the compress, apply it gently, wrap it with care, and give your body the time and space it needs to respond. But don't stop there. Pair this simple practice with other small habits that support healing. Drink more water during the day to help your lymphatic system move toxins out. Add warming teas like ginger or chamomile in the evening to relax your muscles. Try gentle stretching or slow walks to keep your joints mobile. And most importantly, rest. Real rest, without guilt. Healing takes energy, and your body deserves the time to rebuild. You don't have to change everything overnight. You just have to start. And this remedy is a powerful way to begin. And once you do, once you feel that first bit of ease or that first morning where the pain doesn't greet you immediately, I invite you to share your story. In the comments, tell us what changed. Your experience could be the encouragement someone else needs to begin their own healing journey. Because you are not alone. Not in your pain and not in your healing. You still have the power to support your health, naturally and gently. And sometimes that power comes from the simplest acts of self-care. One cloth, one clove, 1 week. That's all it takes to remind your body and your spirit that healing is still possible. In just 7 days, a simple blend of castor oil and garlic can begin to ease pain, reduce inflammation, and support healing, naturally and gently. This remedy works by combining castor oil's deep penetrating anti-inflammatory power with garlic's potent antibacterial and immune-boosting properties. When applied as a compress, it can help with joint pain, chest congestion, sinus pressure, digestive issues, skin irritation, and even support internal organs like the liver and kidneys. The process is safe, easy to follow, and requires only a few minutes of care each day. With consistent use and a little patience, many people, just like Barbara O'Neill, have experienced real, lasting relief. If you're tired of managing discomfort with medications alone, this could be the gentle solution your body's been waiting for. 1 week. 2 ingredients, a lifetime of healing potential. Why not start tonight?